Good morning, children. I hope you're all safe and well at home. This is the second problem-solving activity that I'm going to set you. If you haven't done the last one, then stop this video now because I'm about to show you the answers from the last one. If you remember, last week I set you a problem which was using the problem-solving skill of elimination, and that was the code-breaking problem. If you have done that, then I'm going to flash up the answers now and you can check to see how you did on that one. I'd be really interested to see how you did and if you've got any different answers to me. Okay, here it is. Alright, so how did you do? I found that one really tricky actually. It took me quite a few goes to get all those. Okay, so let's start with our second problem solving activity. This is again the same as the last one for all ages. I think all of you can get something out of this, and what we're looking at today is working systematically. And so this problem, I've got a friend, let's call him Tim, and he's got 9 cards, and on each card is one number, a different number from 1 to 9. And he puts these 9 cards into 3 piles, and each pile must add up to 15. How can we go about doing that? Well, to make it easier, I think the first thing to do would be to make some little number cards. Now, you just need a scrap of paper with this. It doesn't have to be neat. This is just to help you out. The second thing you might need is a bit of paper and a pen to record some of your answers on. Okay, so I'm going to go through some of the ways that I might approach it, and then I'm going to leave you to explore that on your own. Okay, so I've got my 9 cards here, and I've just cut them out of bits of paper. They do not need to be neat. These are just to help you. If you don't have any scissors, that's fine. Just tear them. It's just so that you can move the numbers around and play around with them. So we need to make 3 piles, and each pile needs to be 15. Needs to add up to 15. So I'm going to start. I'm just going to take a number from the middle. I think I'm going to take 5. Okay, so I need to get 15. And if I've got 5, I know I need 10. So I'm going to use my knowledge of number bonds, and I'm going to use, I could use a few things, but I'm going to use a 7 and a 3. So I know that that's 10, 3 and 7, and I know 10 plus 5 is 15. So I'm going to write 5 plus 3, which is 8, plus 7 equals 15. Okay, so I'm going to record everything I have here, even if it's wrong, I'm going to put it down. So one group, perfect, 15. Now the next one, it worked quite well last time, taking one from the middle. So I'm going to do that again. I'm going to take one from the middle. I'm going to go for 6. Okay, so now I know that I need to make 9 out of these, don't I? So I'm going to try using a 2. 6 plus 2 is 8. So now I just need a 7. Oh, but the 7 is used already. Okay, so this is where the systematic working comes in. If I know that I need a 7, but I can't use a 7, I've got an 8, which is 1 more than 7. So I can put that there. And if I've got 1 more than 7 there, then I'm going to take 1 off here. I'm going to have 1 less here, and I'm going to use my 1. And let's see how that worked there. So I've got 6 plus 1 is 7, and 7 plus 8 is 15. Okay, that worked. Good. Okay, did you see what I did there? So I had 6 plus 2, and I wanted a 7. And so I put my 8 there, which is 1 more than 7, and I swapped my 2 for a 1. So if you go up in one column, then you're going to go down in the other one. So that's one way of working systematically. Okay, so I've got my 2 piles here, so this is going quite well. 6 plus 1 plus 8 is 15. Okay, so hopefully, fingers crossed, this will be 15 as well. So 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 plus 9 is 15. Fantastic. All right, 4 plus 2 plus 9 is 15. So I have found one way of making 3 piles and each pile totaling 15. Your task now is to see how many different ways you can make 3 piles with 15, with totaling 15. Okay, and there are different ways of working this out. You could do it randomly. You could just keep trying. You could use trial and error. But I think that it might be quicker and easier and more efficient to use working systematically. So that's replacing one digit at a time and looking at how you can make numbers by just changing one digit. So I'm not going to give you any more help there. I'm going to leave you to do it and see what you came up with. So the first task is to see how many you can make. And the second task I'm going to give you is I want you to convince me that you haven't left any out, that you found all of the ways that you can make 3 groups of 15. And then I'd like you to think, if you used working systematically, how did that help? Do you think it helped you to work it out? Okay, and next week we're going to have another problem, a problem-solving activity, and I will go through the way that I would have worked this out. And we're going to see if you want to email the Year 3 email address with any of your ideas. I would love that, and then we can compare notes. Okay, good luck.